Okay, this is a video walking us through isometric ramping, which is a technique where we're going to learn to moderate the amount of tension that we're driving to a muscle with our nervous system and how to basically ramp that up and ramp that down. When we're feeling a lot of excessive tension or tightness in a muscle, it's usually a sign that neurologically we are not allowing that muscle to release. So the nervous system is protective. This can happen after injuries, whether it be major injuries or minor injuries, but we'll have kind of protective tension that the nervous system is driving to a muscle. And we want to make sure that we remind our nervous system how to release the muscle, because it's almost as if that the nervous system has forgotten how to turn it off and it's just keeping it kind of active and on. So by allowing by using this technique, we allow our nervous system to learn better how to kind of ramp things up, ramp things down, so that when you use a muscle, you tense a muscle, you are able to turn it back off, and we don't have kind of ongoing underlying tension. We get a lot of pain with excessive muscle tension. It feels stiff, it feels uncomfortable. We drive a lot of pain when we think of rolling, especially foam rolling or rolling on a lacrosse ball, when we go really, really, really hard. If we go really, really hard and just smash the tissue, our nervous system is most likely going to tense up and try to become protective on top of that. So while we're doing this, we don't want it to be a super hard foam roll. We don't want to feel a lot of pain. We're not looking for pain, although sometimes it might be uncomfortable to feel the tension in the muscle against something like a firm lacrosse ball or some other type of prop. So just to be clear, we don't want it to hurt. We aren't looking for, like crazy amounts of discomfort, but we might feel that a little bit. So we're going to start by taking a lacrosse ball, maybe a tennis ball, which will be a little softer and a little more easy to tolerate. And we're going to work on the side of the hip. So if you find the top of your hip bone and right over here to the side, you go over to what'll be the top of your femur bone, your thigh bone. There's this nice soft tissue in the side here, and that is usually very interrelated to a lot of the capsular tissue of our hip socket. So we're going to lie down with the knees bent in front of us with that ball underneath. You will likely feel a little bit of pressure from the weight of your body onto that ball and into the muscle tissue. Sometimes this can refer down the leg, so if you start to feel it down the leg a little bit, knee, even all the way down to the ankle, that's not uncommon, but it shouldn't be truly painful. So once you lie down, you should have support for your neck, and we're just going to try to breathe. If you have used any of my guided meditations, you're familiar with the 4x8 breath, meaning we're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to keep going with that. In for 4, out for 8. And we're just trying to feel around, kind of use your nervous system to scan through your body and find the target that we have placed under the body by putting that lacrosse ball there, that tennis ball there. So that's basically giving us a beacon for our nervous system to latch onto and talk to. So we're just going to be feeling that, and I want you to imagine that your body could basically just completely melt over that ball, and you could almost like swallow it, right? You can just push it into your body. So as we inhale, we're going to try to melt and release. Exhale, melt and release. So we're basically trying to ramp down tension as much as we possibly can until we feel like that ball is basically up inside of the muscle tissue. Now, once we've gotten to this point, we are gradually going to ramp up tension. So starting your inhale, ramp up for 4, squeeze that muscle just where the ball is, 3, squeeze harder, 2, and hardest, 1. Now the idea is we're not moving, we're just tensing that muscle, and then you're going to release tension for 8, exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you've melted all the way over that ball. We're going to start to ramp up tension again. Inhaling, ramp up tension, just squeeze only where that ball is. send tension to that area of the muscle specifically. 3, 2, 1, and release. 8, 7, 6, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you'll notice we're inhaling, tensing that muscle, squeezing, 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 and then releasing for 8 on our exhale. So there's always an inhale, tensing, exhale, releasing. The exhale or release, we want to be twice as long as the inhale and the tense. This breathing mechanism helps us to control our autonomic nervous system, which is the only way that we can do this. It's the only way we can talk to that side of our nervous system. And we're trying to get that relaxation to happen, to teach our nervous system once again how to relax that area or relax a muscle under our own kind of voluntary control, so we aren't experiencing excessive tension. So you can do this on any muscle tissue in the body. That was going through just the side of the hip there a little bit, which can be a really, really good one. I'm also going to take you through the hip flexor in the front of the hip. So if you think about a pair of jeans and where we would have that little mini pocket on a pair of jeans, we're going to go right into that area in the front of the hip where it should be soft tissue. You're not on bone, but you'll feel there, you might feel a little bit of the psoas and little hip flexors area. And we're just going to kind of lay down here and try to allow our hip to get right on the top of that soft spot. So we shouldn't be on the bone itself. We should be into that muscle tissue. And we're just going to breathe. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go ahead and start that tensing of the muscle. Inhale and tense, push the ball out. 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 8. Think of enveloping the ball. Let that go up through your body into the muscle, into that hip, as if you could just swallow it whole. 3, 2, 1. Tense the muscle. Think of spitting the ball back out. So we push and squeeze only where the ball is for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale and squeeze that muscle. Send tension. Some areas of the body will be easier to talk to than others, but the skill will get better with practice. And exhale, release. It usually feels more uncomfortable as you're tensing a muscle, and it will become a little bit more tolerable as you're relaxing the muscle. We want that relaxation to happen as best as possible. Remember, we're not looking for pain. So try to kind of let go and give into that sensation as much as you can. And one more time. Inhale and tense. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. 7. Melt into that ball. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So again, just to kind of go over that process one more time, you inhale for 4 counts, tensing the muscle, trying to drive tension into that tissue. Exhale for 8 counts, releasing the muscle as best you can, trying to really relax that tissue and decrease the amount of tension in that tissue as much as possible. It helps to kind of think of almost swallowing the ball or kind of pulling that into the body as you relax. So you can imagine kind of something just melting and totally enveloping the ball. And then as you go to tense, it's like you're spinning it back out and pushing it away without creating active motion of your skeleton, just that tension in the muscle.